Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be critiquing and providing feedback on another wedding videographer's website and one of their wedding films. If you're watching this through the Patreon, it's going to be one big long video with the website and the film critique. But if you're watching this on YouTube, then this first half is just going to be the website critique, and then the film critique is going to be coming in a separate video later on this month. Firstly, a huge thank you to Wojtek, I hope I've pronounced that right, from Soul Movies, who is based out in Poland. Wojtek is a member of my Patreon, and this critiquing is one of the membership benefits that my Patreon members get. So if you would like to submit any of your films and or website to be critiqued on my channel, then check out the Patreon details. That's a Patreon exclusive kind of benefit. The links to Patreon and all that stuff are in the description below. But I'm hoping in watching this, it might give you some inspiration and some ideas of your own stuff, and we can all kind of learn from each other and benefit from this critiquing. So I hope you enjoy. Let's get into it. So I'll start with the website. Now, firstly, as I said, this company is based in Poland. So all I've done to be able to understand the text on the site, I've just loaded it with Google Chrome and used the Google Chrome Google Translate to translate the website into English, so that I can kind of, I doubt it's going to be perfectly translated, and that's okay, just to give me an idea of the kind of copy and text that this filmmaker has put into their site. So hopefully it's a close enough translation for me to be able to judge and critique it. But to be honest, the kind of points that I want to make are mostly about the style and the design of the site as opposed to the actual content. I've no doubt the content itself is good. So for me, as soon as I load the website, you've got white background, it's nice and clean and simple, not too cluttered. The fonts are easy to read, clear, crisp, clean. I like the simpler aesthetic anyway. I like the clean approach. So to begin with, the overall site has a nice feel to it. Obviously, you've got the navigational links in the top corner here, so it's really easy to navigate about the site. That's so important. It seems like simple stuff, but the amount of people that I see who don't have clear navigation, clear links to take you through their website. So for me to just have a simple, clean, elegant kind of landing page, it's clear where you can click to all the other pages with this navigation bar at the top. The font's nice and clean and easy to read. It's a good start. It's not too commercial looking either. I see a lot of wedding videography websites that those companies might also do commercial work, so they're trying to tailor towards that as well, which is fair enough. But I think if you're offering wedding films, then your website should purely be wedding stuff, and it should be directed towards a bride as your target audience. You don't really want your website to be commercial looking, textured backgrounds, bright colors, crazy fonts. You just want it to be clean and elegant and simple. So he's gone with a white feel for this one, which I like. The homepage is good. It's nice and simple. There's not too much on there to read. I like the first thing you see obviously is these images. I'll come back to those in a sec and talk about the images that is used here. I like this kind of 3-step approach, like the 3 things that he offers: modern wedding film, individual approach, the drone stuff. So you straight away, you know, you can see it from the title at the top, wedding movies. You know as soon as you open this page that it's a wedding videographer. You know straight away they offer drone, movie created using mirrorless cameras, audio recorders, a bit of information about the technical side, but not too much. That's good. Each couple is different, has different needs, so individual approach, all good. I love that he's using testimonials on the website as well straight away there. This is social proof. This just tells potential clients and people looking at your site that you've had good reviews, you've had customers before. We are delighted with the shots. Our wedding guests were delighted with the film. Great shots, everything was perfectly. Yes, again, the translation's maybe not the best here, but Mr. Wojtek, a pure pleasure. Adapts to the so like just having testimonials, having really great reviews and comments from past couples, as he's got here, and showing that off on your homepage is straight in the viewer's face, and it offers that social proof. So I love having testimonials on the homepage. I think that's important, and he's got that. He's got his social media links down here as well, which I have clicked, and unfortunately they're not working. So I don't know if you're watching this, mate, but your social media links aren't working, so always make sure you're keeping an eye on stuff like that. Now, the images, I wanted to come back to these because it's a slideshow of 3. This is the first one. This is the first image that you see, and obviously it's a bride, so straight away you know what's going on. It's a bridal, it's a wedding-y website, you know it's wedding videography straight away. But it's not the most impactful, striking image in the world, this first one. It's just a picture of a bride, picture of a couple here, that's fine, and the kind of wedding entrance. Now, I don't know how much portfolio Logitech's got, this company's got, and how much content they have to work with, but for me, if you're going to have a slideshow of opening images on your homepage, they need to be the most striking, biggest, epicest shots you've got, especially the first one. The first thing that you see needs to be really impactful. This, I feel like it could be more impactful. You know, if you've got a crazy epic portrait shot with some nice lens flare, or on a big wide shot on a landscape, or you've got maybe a big confetti shot, or just something really like stand out as you're opening images. I think there's nothing wrong with the images themselves, but I think they could be more striking and more impactful, especially the first one. It doesn't quite kind of scream wow straight away. The other thing that they've not done here is included a film on the homepage. Now, this is something that I think is important. As a wedding videographer, people are clicking through to your site because they're looking for a wedding video. They're going to want to see wedding videos on your site, so you need to make that as easy as possible for people. Now, the easiest way you can make it is to just have one right there on your home screen with a play button, and they just click play as soon as they load the site. So I think it's important to have a video on your home screen straight away, so that people can be drawn straight into that and they're seeing your work as soon as they load your website. Don't make it hard for them to find your films to then have to view them. So he's got a portfolio link here, which obviously contains his films. That's fine, but I would have one on your homepage always. Yeah, so the homepage is good. Great that you've just got some nice imagery of the weddings. They could be a bit more impactful, a bit more striking. But the fact that you've got a slideshow of 3, again, not too many, not too cluttered, that's good. I'd have a video on your homepage, but the text and the copy and everything is great, and I love that you've used testimonials, and I like that you've used social media links, but they're not quite working. Next, we go to the About Me page. Now, the fact that this filmmaker, has got an About Me page is a good start, because not everybody does, and I think an About page is important. But and like the rest of the site so far, it's not too cluttered. There's not too much information. It's not a big long life story about him and about his filmmaking career and all the equipment that he uses. But it is quite minimal here. There's not that much information, and that's fine in itself. You don't need to say much. What he has said here is that IT specialist, first wedding season, I won't talk too much about myself. I'll let my films do it, and here's a link to the films. I like that, but maybe a little bit of an about me, talking about yourself, is okay, because for me, you want your personality to come across. You want your couples to buy into you as a person. Now, I always suggest with an About Me page is don't make it like, well, I went to film school and I spent time working at the BBC, and this is my experience, and these are the cameras that I use, and I love old school films, I love Scorsese films. Don't put all that in your About Me. What your About Me should be is how you work on a wedding. So my About Me page is kind of, these are the type of wedding films that this is my approach to wedding videography. So your About Me page should explain a little bit more about your approach to wedding videography, and how your approach is going to make their wedding better, how your approach is going to make their film better and their experience better. So if you're going to include text on your About Me page, I think you should lean it towards the not so much about me my life story, but about me, my approach to weddings and my approach to filming a wedding. Now obviously he's got a behind the scenes shot here as well. I want to be able to see your face. Again, coming back to the personality and people being able to buy into you and people by people. So I'm all for the personal branding thing, and I think a picture of the back of your head, I get showing off your camera and everything, but you don't really need to show off your equipment, because you don't want to be making people think, oh, is he using this camera? Does that matter? People don't care what camera you're using. I would like to see, if I was a potential customer, I'd want to see your face so that I can at least put a face to the name. So I think it's important, if you're going to have a picture on your About Me page or a picture of yourself on your website, which you should, I want to be able to see your face, not the back of you. So that's my only point on the About page. Great that you've got one, but it'd be nice if you flipped it so that we could see your face. The portfolio. So you've got wedding videos. Each bride and groom is a different story. Lovely. I invite you to watch. And he's got 4 films here. Now this is great. This is dead simple. All you need is, I would never advocate having more than a few, 3, 4, 5, 6 films on your site. You don't need any more than that. It should be your best work, your best portfolio, and it's just to give people an idea of what product you offer, what their film might look like. You don't need loads of films. So this page for me is laid out really good. He's just got 4 films here. The thumbnails are nice as well. You've got the one of the couple there. The thumbnails are great. The only thing I don't like about this page is the YouTube logos. Do away with the YouTube logos completely and just have those nice pictures as your thumbnail. You don't need the YouTube logo. Obviously when they click through that, it's going to take them to a YouTube video, I'm guessing, but don't have that logo on there. You don't need that. Otherwise, this page is spot on. I'm not going to click on these because I'm going to be critiquing one of this filmmaker's films later on, so we'll skip that for now. The next page they've got is a Q&A page, which again is a really nice addition to a website. Commonly asked questions. It's just, this could maybe be condensed into the About Me page, and you could have your Q&A or your FAQs on your About Me, and you can include it all in one page, but he's split it up. That's fine. Where do you work? Where are you from? What is your day like? So he's giving people information about how the day is approached. This is what I was saying earlier about including in your About Me page how you work, how you approach your wedding day, how your approach to wedding filmmaking. So he's actually iterating that here and getting it across in this page. So that's great. How long will the movie be? Who chooses the music? These are all great. I mean, this is questions that people ask all the time. So by having a page like this, you're giving them that information and saving them from asking you and having to contact you. So this is all good. So moving on, the last thing is a contact page, which is obviously essential, and it's great that he's included his phone number here so people can access him directly, his email, and he's got his form. So this is all good. Again, the simple, clean aesthetic, which I like. The only thing I will say is that in your contact form, you've got your date, the location of the wedding, the couple's email, and then their message, and you hit send, and I'm presuming that comes through to this person's emails, and Great. I would always ask for a couple's phone number in the contact form. Now, they might not want to give you the phone number, so you don't have to make it a mandatory field, but I always ask for a phone number because the majority of people just include it. And then you've got their number so that you can give them a ring. So when they do inquire and you strike up a conversation with them, then you can get them on the phone and you can lead them down that client journey towards booking you. So I think it's really important to have the couples, anyone that's inquiring with you, you want to be able to have their phone number, because it's a great selling strategy or booking strategy to be able to ring them up and be like, oh, hi, I got your email. I just thought I'd give you a quick ring. I thought it'd be easier. I thought it'd be more personal. I'd love to hear more about your wedding day, etc., etc. So it's a great idea to get them on the phone. To do that, you need their phone number. So that, for me, should always be included in the contact form. The other thing I'll notice, because that's the extent of the website now. So we've got the About Me page, the portfolio, contact. there's nothing missing here. That's all you really need. What I have noticed is that there's no mention of prices or packages or specifically what you are, like your pricing information on the site, which I think is good. I don't like to include pricing information on your website. I know a lot of people do, but for me, I think if the pricing information is on there, then they're not going to be, as soon as they see that, they're going to be coming up with their own preconceived ideas about the value of what you're offering and how much you charge. They might see it and go, oh, that's a lot of money, or they might see it and go, oh, that's not that much money, and they're already building up an idea in their head. What you want them to do is just look at your work, look at your films, and buy into the whole ethos. Read your About Me page and just buy into all of that. You don't want them to be kind of already forming an opinion based on your pricing alone. So you don't want to give that information away. So I like that what he's not done here is included his pricing information. He's just let them see his films, let them navigate about his site without, because speaking as a guy, if I was a groom, I would be tempted to just click through the site, and if I see a pricing thing, I'd be diving straight for that. I'd be like, right, that's how much they cost. Okay, moving on. You don't want them to do that. You want them to buy into your work and watch your films and engage with it. So in short, this is a really nice, clean, simple website. It does everything it needs to do. It's fit for target audience. It's clearly weddingy. It's clearly videography. I think it appeals to the target audience, which 99% of the time is going to be the bride. So the font and the elegance of it, the white background, it all appeals to a bridal target audience. Again, I like that he's shown a bit of personality in the About Me page, just maybe a picture of his face so that you can see his face. The portfolio is good. It just shows a brief snapshot, 4 films. That's all you need to show off. The Q&A, the contact form, great. It's just your shop window. It's just to get people through the door, and I think this website does that. The only major things that I would like to see are a film on your homepage just straight away, and maybe some more like I say, better, more striking imagery, just so that straight away they've got a film to watch there, and they're like, wow. As soon as they load your homepage, they click on a film, start watching your work, and go, oh my god, this is amazing. The imagery is striking, etc. The other thing I'll say is, as I said, I really like that there's testimonials on the homepage. I'd maybe make these stand out a bit more. Maybe change the font on them, make them bigger, bolder, make them spread across the entire screen. And I would actually litter your testimonials about a little bit more on the site. You've got 3 there, but I would maybe also include one in your portfolio page at the top here, another little testimonial here. You could maybe include one on your contact page, so anyone that wants to get in touch and inquire with you, there's another little testimonial there for them to read. Just litter them about so that it's just little prompts here and there. But aside from that, brilliant site, does everything it needs to. Just those little tweaks that I would personally make. But let me know in the comments if you agree. What changes would you make to the site? I hope that maybe my feedback on this website has been helpful for you and your website. So I hope this was an interesting, helpful video. So do let me know if there's any questions in the comments and etc. And let me know your thoughts on this website. And then I'm sure WatchTech would appreciate those kind of comments as well. Thanks again for letting me review this on the channel. And hopefully we can all learn from each other from this. And if you would like to be considered for your website to be critiqued, then, as I say, check out the Patreon. The links are in the description below. So now we're going to check out one of this filmmaker's films, and I'm going to critique a film. So if you're watching on Patreon, that's coming up now. If you're watching on YouTube, that's going to be another video coming soon.